Russ, you've been the CEO for 3 years right now of
Three
CHIME?
years.
Tell me, what do you think are the top 3 things that impressed you the most about CHIME? And then maybe 3 things that you're really worried about.
Really worried about. So what's really great about CHIME is compared to a lot of other associations or big trade shows is CHIME itself is the collaborative of its members. I was a member for almost 20 years. You've been a member since the beginning. What's unique about CHIME is it's not an event. It's not a show or a webinar. It's the collaborative of its members. And I think that's probably been the most instrumental thing. The other is the attractiveness now, not just in the United States, but worldwide. I don't think a week goes by where we don't get a phone call from someone somewhere in another country saying, we want CHIME here. Even just last week, we got a phone call from one of the more influential CIOs in India that said, by the way, I represent just about all the CIOs in India. We like all 70B members. Can you make this happen by Friday? That's just something that's so unique, I think, about the attractiveness of this group. And I think the last part of that is the impact they're making. CHIME has done a great job of networking, supporting its members for years. I think we have now transitioned really into the CHIME 2.0 world, where our job isn't just to support you in the field and the difficult job you have as a CIO. Our job now is also to transform healthcare. And I think we did a good job, and you led this along with others as part of our planning, part of our board, of shifting the entire vision of the organization to exceptional leaders transforming healthcare. And it's really less about IT and more about doing the things necessary to fix this really broken industry we work in every single day. Now, things that keep me up at night, besides having a really difficult boss and board that can really be taxing at times, but actually unbelievably high quality board of great leaders is actually what makes me not worry most of the time. The part that probably keeps me up the most and worries me the most is not being able to do enough to affect the change we need to. You can only be in Washington so much and be in the field so much and still have a family and do the things you need to do, even though there's probably enough for 100 of us that are kind of the same level of CIOs from the field, 100 people's worth of work to do in any given week, and we've got a relatively small staff to be able to make the impact that we can. I think the other is the unknowns that are coming. We are in a world of transformation right now, and not seeing something that we should be seeing coming, and are we ready to do that? Not for the viability of CHIME, not for the viability of Intermountain Healthcare, but rather the viability of healthcare in this country. And actually, can we be the ones that create that change so we actually can control the process to the best of our abilities that are there? And I think lastly, for the most part, is we are in a political time of change, and we are in an election year, and there's a lot of unknowns, and a lot of people politicizing what should be about patient care and making things about political instead of focusing on the patient right now. We've got a lot of work we can do to make that focus back on the patient.